Stadium in Eugene. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Oregon Ducks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
The Notre Dame head coach told me before the game, his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdown, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Ducks will kick off first, and here we go. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponent, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Sends it downfield. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the run, it's Walton. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Pressure coming. And they got it.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Under fire. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
The quarterback has to be able to get the ball. When you're in an empty backfield, this area of the field, you don't have any tight ends or running backs helping you in pass pro. You've got 5 blockers. So you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, especially if they're adding extra guys. And the QB there needs to know, if it's not open right away, I'm throwing this thing into the bleachers. He does not and gives up the big safety.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That pass is incomplete. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
That's caught. It's Moore. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Motion from the wide receiver. Dante Moore. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moore. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Carr above the noise. Makes the grab on the left. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Here's Carr to throw. Got his man on the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility, and you've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. And they swarm him under.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
Quickly to the tight end. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And that's a really good play. That's a ball. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Carr to throw for it on fourth. Deep shot for the end zone. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Irish.
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? Fourth down, it's just another down. And what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Bringing it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's
trying to burn this defensive back. They went for it all on first down, didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Now facing a third and long. The offense changing the play. Here's more to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Takes the handoff, it's Walton.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Pulls it and fires to the left. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Throwing, Carr. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Here's a heat. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. The 30. Running inside the 20. All the way back. Touchdown Ducks! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. On the move, it's Walton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Carr. He wants to go deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
The Ducks want to move quickly. They'll go right back to it. They knock him down right there.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And guys, they miss a chance to stretch the lead. It's still sitting on a 2.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but they left some points off the scoreboard there.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Moving out to the right. He throws back to the left. That could be risky. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense, is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And that, what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Collin, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Catching up with the Fighting Irish head coach before the game. This is going to be a big challenge today. They have a great team coming in here, but he said, I am confident in our ability to handle that. We've got the best crowd in college football. They make every game a home field advantage. He said, I feel great that the crowd is behind us here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Nothing says my offense stinks like punting on first down. He'll field the punt and take it back. Never had a chance. What coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Carr above the noise. Oh, they're after him. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Just needs a crack to get a return. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Good timing on the quick out. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Run inside. It's Davison. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The RPO, it's complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Great job by the defense here, rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
Going to the run, it's Hill. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had it.
Makes a grab and room to run. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly, on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on 4th. 4th down, Carr. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. In the red area, it's Walton. Might have a chance. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Throwing more. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for a big play. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Walton. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Keep it on the ground. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Here's Carr to throw. Swings it out to his running back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Bunch formation for these receivers. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Oregon. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Throwing. Carr. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Walton. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Dumps it to the back. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Has it back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Ducks will hustle to the line.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They opened a lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Let's see exactly where they mark this, but it looks as if they're going to be a few inches short of the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Here's the pressure, and down he goes.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going. But once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides. And it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play.
Makes the grab. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. Touchdown Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point extends the lead to 16.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The run inside. It's Walton. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. They'll keep it on the ground. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Fires to the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Moore. He makes the grab. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield as this defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to the run. Defense storming into the backfield, making the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and it's 3rd down. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's a passing situation. And you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks it in at the 40. And there he goes. He's loose. Open field. Time has run out of the half, and he can sprint to the locker room where the orange slices will be a little bit
elusive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You could play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And